Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, which is on chapter 258. Now, this chapter right here, finally it begins. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure next chapter and the ones after that is going to be very, very hectic and very intense and bloody. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Meliodas is talking to Zeldris about Estarossa not being here right now, and there's only 5 commandments they have, and precious time is being wasted right now. One thing for sure, we all know Estarossa is a mysterious character, and I'm pretty sure we all know he's gonna cause some trouble. I mean, he's taking longer than expected, and I don't even know what the hell is going on here. And we have to it that Meliodas is gonna absorb all of them without in order to absorb all the commandments without rejecting them. It needs to be finished within half a day. And then Meliodas tells Zeldris, like, offer the remaining ones to me as soon as you collect them, okay? And then Zeldris like, okay. And then Meliodas summons the commandments that he has currently in his hands, which is all 5 of them, which I'm pretty sure we all know which one. Repose, piety, let's see here. One of them's the pacifism, if anything, and the other ones I've forgotten that I don't even remember. But aside from that, we have to it that after Meliodas summons the commandments, he asks Zeldris, "Are you sure you're going to be all right without your commandment?" And Zeldris is like, "Do you really think I will fall behind the likes of the fallen angels without my commandment? Don't be ridiculous." But he also reminds Meliodas, remember, I am cooperating with you because you have given me a promise. You understand? And we have to it that Meliodas says, like, I will keep my promise to you no matter what. As soon as I take in all the 10 commandments and become Demon King, that is. And therefore, Zeldris says, I'm trusting you on that. And therefore, we have to it that Meliodas says, Ishime, Yoma, Shigai, and Iwakota. And he therefore tells Zeldris, forgive me for the kind of older brother I've been, and says Gara Kachi wa Natare, and he ends up absorbing the commandments, but it's gonna take him possibly half a day, as he said. When he actually apologized to Zeldris, first time when I read the Raws and so forth, and I did some translation research after seeing a summary about that, I thought he might have said in a certain voice by telling Zeldris, forgive me for the type of older brother I've been. Or maybe he's apologizing to Zeldris because, like, he may not fulfill the promise, maybe because it's impossible, or it's something else. Maybe I'm just overthinking or overreacting to it. Maybe Meliodas is just apologizing to Zeldris because, like, for the type of older brother he is. And I'm pretty sure, I hope it's that. It's just that, because I got a feeling like Meliodas might betray Zeldris or break his promise to him. I don't know, but maybe I'm just overreacting to that thing. Aside from that, that's about it. We have to it that Hawk therefore talks to his mother and says, I'm gonna power up, unleash my entire power, and whatever happens, the entire demon army, no, all of Britannia might be wiped off the map. That's right, it's no exaggeration. Everything rests on the invincible Hawk's double pork lion. When that time comes, I need you to stop me, mama. And he goes like, hey, I'm still talking here. We have to it that Elizabeth, in her new clothing, says, like, I sense a massive amount of demons marching from the direction of Camelot, and wonders if the 10 commandments are among them, which is highly unlikely because we all know that it has to be Cusack and Chandler, which is going to be pretty devastating. We have to it that Elizabeth tells Merlin, no matter what happens, we mustn't hand over the commandment to Meliodas, even if it's the Faith Commandment. And we have to it that Merlin says, hey, sis, after Garin was defeated, I said that Arthur and Sis's awakening will be essential for this battle. Do you remember that? And we have to it that Elizabeth says, like, yeah, I remember it's a shame about King Arthur, though. But I wasn't completely sincere about you to awaken, though. Merlin explains that because if you did awaken your original power, then that would mean your curse would activate. And therefore says, but now it's come to this, we will have to rely on your strength. So please, just survive. Thank you, but I'm really but I'm fine, really. After all, I have everyone here with me, as Elizabeth tells that to Merlin. We have to it that Diane's showing off her new clothing to King or something. It says, even if it gets ripped off with something, it'll automatically repair themselves. We have to it that King and Diane ends up talking to each other and says that we're going to save Elizabeth and the captain no matter what. And therefore says after all this is over, he tries to ask maybe Diane to marry him because he says mare or something. But we have to it that we hear a cough and it's coming from Escanor. Escanor in his new clothing looks really sick. There's no denying that. He looks really cool. We have to it that Escanor says, we're about to go to war against the Demon Clan and you guys are flirting right now. Pretty inexcusable. And we have to it that, like, and what's with the double kick? And we have to it that, that Escanor ends up coughing again. And we have to it that Gother asked him, like, asked him, like, what are you so bitter about, Escanor? And Escanor thought it was Merlin's voice, but it was actually Gother's secret mimicry voice, which is something really hilarious, dude. I was like, what the hell? Even Escanor was a little embarrassed. We had to it that Gother says, I've upgraded for my big comeback or something. Even King and Diane is, like, really concerned. And we have to it that Gother is in his, like, somewhat sexy attire, however you want to call him or something. It says, it's been a while, so I thought I'd give you my special sparkly flash service or something. And they go, yeah, good. It's good thing that you're doing better now. But we have to it that Escanor coughs up again and he has blood on his hands. So this signifies that what Ludishell says is pretty much true. The sunshine ability that Escanor has right now is kind of like taking effect on him. Like, if you don't want to be destroyed, you better get rid of that power. But Escanor refuses because Sunshine was inside him the moment he was born. So that's a question I wonder. Like, how in the world did Sunshine choose Escanor? And I guess what Ludishell is saying is true. That power inside Escanor is actually making Escanor cough right now, which signifies that maybe his time is coming to an end. And if he's really going to die in this holy war, seriously, if he really dies, which I really hope not, because it'll be really upsetting, then I hope Escanor goes out with the giant bang as the sun, you know? And we had to it that the armies of the humanity is getting ready to go against the Demon Clan, and we have to it that some of them are pretty excited to fight them, but we have to it that Sadio and Tarmiel or something says, like, looks like Rudishell's breath of bliss is really starting to take effect on them. And they go like, well, we needed as many pawns as we could get, and the ones that not only listen to our orders but have excellent battle ability. And we had to it that Tarmiel or Sadio asked, like, if that's the case, what was the reasoning selecting a human that wasn't under the effect of it for his servant? And we have to it that, like, one of them says, who knows? We had to it that Ludishell and Margaret's body says, are you sure this is alright, Hendrickson? You could go ahead and fight alongside him if you wish. But we had to it that Hendrickson says, this is the path we've both chosen, and we won't have any regrets, that's for sure. We had to it that Hauser tells Guild, you better bring Margaret back safely, you understand me? And Guild Thunder says, don't you dare die, you understand? That goes same to you. And we had to it that Grimoire says, damn right, I'll protect Lady Veronica along with the entire Holy Kingdom. Everyone survive and we'll meet again. And we have to it that Ludishell makes his speech to the entire human army by saying, after passing of 3,000 years, the Holy War once again is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, of Stigma, I promise thee victory in this. This guiding white hand shall sever the bloodlines of darkness, and with thine swords and spears you shall save Britannia. And everyone screams and cheers in joy, while Escanor tells him off by saying, looks like that's the end of your self-satisfactory rejoicing, huh? And we have to it that everyone ends up seeing the demon army, and they ask the captain of the Holy Knights to give the order. And they end up seeing Albions coming at them along some of the demon small ranking demons, and they go like charge with King and Diane and everyone else getting ready for battle. So this war finally begins, not to mention what's bound to happen next. This chapter right here was really, really cool. Not to mention Zeldris and Meliodas having a moment with each other, even though Meliodas asked him to forgive him for the older brother he has been. But aside from that, aside from that, Escanor was coughing up blood. That's another thing you have to realize as well, because because that is something that to signify that maybe Escanor is really dying, and what Ludishell is saying is possibly true, because you have this ability of sunshine inside your body. It's only going to destroy you later, and that might signify Escanor is possibly getting destroyed or possibly getting killed right now, which I really hope he doesn't get killed, because he's too much of a cool character. He's the Sin of Pride, obviously, but aside from that, I hope he will turn out fine. But if he really dies in this war, then I hope he goes out with the bang by having a meaningful ending, you know. But aside from that, Estarossa, he is not there yet, and he's possibly still collecting the other commandments. And one thing for sure is that he is a mysterious character. We all know that, and we can't even read him. And most likely, we all could guess that he is possibly going to cause some major trouble and possibly stab Meliodas in the back and possibly Zeldris in the back by taking the commandments for himself. I don't know if that will be the case, but if that is the case, then it's going to be one hell of a crazy event, because Estarossa is really mysterious. We don't really know what he's thinking. Maybe he's just want to cause trouble because he looks up to his older brother, or he just wants to give everyone hell because he just wants to. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, all I could say is the Holy War finally begins. Don't know what's going to happen in the next chapter, but it's going to be a bloodbath. After that, it's going to be more bloodbath. And one more thing we had to remind ourselves. Where the hell is Bond? And you guys know that. And Arthur, I'm pretty sure he's going to wake up eventually. I mean, he is too important to die yet. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Officer People. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.